Hi guys, my name is Jerry Peterson. I'm running for the position of Public Relations. If you guys don't already know, I'm actually Chinese American, I'm not Filipino. But joining Seattle University's UFC has given me a tahanan and kapamilya, a home in a family, in a place I didn't actually know if I belong in. I have learned so much about acceptance and family and culture, even if it's not necessarily my own. I believe that this club does so much to bring people together and build a strong community, and I'd love to continue to be a part of it all while also doing my part in contributing more to UFC through public relations. And with this position, I'd like to show new members and new students how amazing UFC is and encourage them to become part of our capability.
Hi everyone, my name is Marlon Gasco. I am a second-year public affairs major. I'm very grateful to come to UFC. This is my first year in UFC, and I feel like I found a home in a community that I can come to whenever. I've also made fantastic friends in this club, and I will cherish it forever. I'm running for public relations because I feel like I can bring a new perspective in Filipino American identity as a second generation who grew up in a predominantly white or non-Asian community. I feel like I can bring that perspective next year to incoming first years and those who have similar identities as I do. Thank you.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Justin, or just call me JJ. Currently a freshman at SU, and I'm running for public relations for UFC next year. UFC is an amazing community and basically a second home, and I've made many good friends, and basically just a family to me. I like to give back to my position in PR, and I believe I will help members more professionally, as being notified about events and announcements is always necessary since everybody's on their electronic devices. It's also important to stay up to date. Designing cover art, PR images, and decorating students' center roll-down posters is also fun and effective form of communication, as I have experienced that. I'm a little artistic, and I'm looking forward to doing it next year. Hope to see and serve you all next year.
Hi. Okay, so my question for all of you, so as PR, you are responsible for marketing all of UFC's events. What creative ways will you bring to the marketing aspect? How will you get people updated on events and keep them notified when things are happening?
Well, definitely social media is a really big one for me. I know I'm always on social media, always checking the Facebook page and the Instagram accounts. So I think that's a very strong way to get people notified and keep them up to date on what's going on. I also really like the big banners they have in the student center. I think that's one of the things that got me to UFC first, is I noticed something like that going on. So it definitely draws me in.
I think, yeah, like Jerry said, using all forms of social media, also using Connect SU next year a little bit more, because like that's a thing that all clubs are using. Also, next year I am serving as the program director for RHA, so they have to do a lot of potty pubs and like everything like in the residence halls, like people see that. So since I'm like sort of like a connection with that, maybe putting UFC posts on that and utilizing their networks as well.
Going back to what these two said, social media management is key since everybody is on social media nowadays. Also, like my specific skill set for like designing the banners and also the posts on social media can also help. I can use Photoshop or any other photo editing software to create just any like announcements, just to make it look professional. I also had experience in managing social media accounts in high school for my high school's Asian American club, so I hope that will kind of translate into what I'm going to do for public relations.
Any questions from the audience? Send them in. I don't want them to like have to stand up here awkwardly, so. Nobody has questions?
I definitely think communication is a really big thing to just talk to people and spread the word about UFC. Another big thing that got me into it was my friends asking me if I wanted to go to the general meeting or something. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't feel like I belonged because I wasn't Filipino, but they said it's super inclusive and everyone's super friendly. So I think talking to people is a big thing.
In the past, with like my experience in like event planning and like getting people to come to things, I figured that tabling is a super good thing to do, like especially in the first weeks of school next year with the involvement fair, like reserving that info booth table right outside there and like kind of enticing people to come in. I think I would do.
Going back to what Marlon said, even though it is only like one day a year next year, and the table booth is also pretty important, but also through mutual friends and also mostly on, since UFC is mostly on Facebook, I believe that's the most important form of communication, just to reach out to that you can easily find friends who are in UFC. You can easily add them and also message them directly about if they want to join, and when the meetings are.
One more question from the audience. Is there any new way of advertising events or promoting events to members that you all have done?
I think a good way to advertise, I don't know if we did it a lot this year, but the table in front of C Street I think is a really good way to advertise different things. Whether it's just like information or actually like selling stuff, I think that's a good way because everyone eats. So.
There are involvement fairs once a quarter here, so I think making sure we're like on top of that and making sure we have a spot at those involvement fairs, especially at like the new student open houses that they have once, like starting in the spring, kind of like gathering people's attention when they first come to SU. So the following year after that, there's more of a kind of like established groundwork of like come to UFC.
I was also going to say what Ron says, involvement fair is also it's also another important event. I mean, sorry, important. Just important event. Also, what Greg said, since everybody is like crowded in C Street, the center of it's like the center of attention. You can easily get people to come if you just tell them to come.